Hey guys, welcome to FPL Game Week 22, and we're going to do it like we usually do. Look at the teams, look at the transfers, and so forth. And we've got a returning guest, Mr. Zach, back again on FPL. How are you doing?
What's happening, people? What's happening, everybody? Back again for another episode.
Let's get
into this.
So, before we get into anything, we're going to talk about all the transfers ins and outs for most players. So, the most transfers in this week are Thiago from Brentford, Gabriel, Bruno G, Wilson from Fulham, and Rice. What are your thoughts about the top 5 most transfers in?
Well, going on most transfers in, I've got Gabriel and I've brought Rice in the
Yeah, I think a lot of people were going for that Arsenal.
I was actually thinking to bring Thiago into my team, but I didn't.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were thinking of Arsenal defence. You know, Gabriel's back now, so if you got the money, you go towards him. And over the last 2 weeks, Rice had that 34 points at the other week. Didn't do much to last week, but you know, Arsenal are very good. Set plays, free kicks. You know, he does it a lot. And I think Thiago is come back into form, because I had him I think I had him like 5 or 6 weeks ago, and he blanked for like 3 weeks, and I got rid of him. And now he started to picking up the form to get the goals. Most transfers out: Phil Foden, Etatike, Semenyo, Cunha, and Guardiola. So 3 Man City players all transferred out.
Well, I decided to keep Foden.
So you're not Foden out. I got rid of Foden like 4 weeks ago. I think he has to go. I think my thoughts. I'll let you talk about Foden in a minute. My thoughts on Foden is he's not scored and not assisted in the last 5 game weeks.
Wow.
Man City, you know, their midfield is Foden. Now Semenyo joining. Cherki, Reinders, Doku. Like, there's so many Man City midfielders and wingers. Like, they're not guaranteed 90 minutes.
No.
And now with Semenyo coming in, you don't spend that much money for him to just sit on the bench. I think there's going to be... And I can see why a lot of people are getting rid of Man City players, because there's no guarantee who starts. But give us a reason why you kept Phil Foden.
That's a good question, actually, because I didn't actually know that he hasn't got a goal and assist in the last 5 game weeks. So that's good information for me.
Yeah, mate, it's dire. It's dire.
Yeah, that might have to be an out for me. I don't know. I'm going to give him the opportunity there.
Well, he's got Man United this week.
Away from Man United, so yeah. I'm not confident on that one.
Okay. So let's head in to last week's points. I will do my team first. So I got 53 points. The average was 48. So again, creeping above the average. And I did actually make one change after last week's video. I don't know if you saw that. I decided to go Ruffles instead of Raya.
Yeah, I noticed that.
Because the plan is to get Declan Rice in and upgrade Timber to Gabriel, which means obviously there's 3 Arsenal players. So I thought Ruffles would be the next best keeper under Raya. Like, obviously, if you got Raya, you're very good, but I think the next one best is Ruffles under Sunderland. So I decided to make that change after the video last week. Unfortunately, it didn't work out, because they did actually lose to Brentford. and that actually was a Thiago hat-trick last week, so that wasn't a great change. But the back line looked like Dogu, who got 5 points, got assist in that Burnley game, and I don't know how we drew that game. Obviously, Makiele obviously played in the Sunderland game.
I was very close to signing him.
And we obviously know Thiago got a hat-trick, so he only got 3 points. Timber was in the lineup. A 0-0 draw against Liverpool meant he got the clean sheet. The midfield of Rodgers, 3 points, not great. Saka, 3 points. Bruno G, 11 points in that 4-3 game against Leeds. Got a goal, got assist, got bonus points. That was very good. Ryan Cherki only played 17 minutes. And this is what I mean about Man City's 17 minutes against Brighton's not great. So he'll be going. Xhaka, again, obviously we spoke about Sunderland losing. There's nothing you can do about it. Watermara did start last week and got assist, which is good, but I still don't know about his minutes. And then obviously we captained Erling Haaland in that Brighton game. On the bench, Dubravka, Etatike didn't play in the Arsenal game. However, he did play in the FA Cup, so he might be back for Burnley this weekend. Anderson got 2 points, not great, despite Fulham beating Chelsea. A clean sheet would have been nice. And Gahey was on my bench, and he also got a clean sheet. So the bench was okay. Let's look at Zach's team. So you got 58 points, and you did use your triple captain, which was wild.
It's better than my last triple captain.
So you had Ray in goal, 6 points, decent clean sheet, and obviously we've partnered with Gabriel, so that's obviously Arsenal job done. Gahey, obviously you had him, I had him on the bench unfortunately, so that's another clean sheet. Reece James, 25 minutes played. Is that a big concern?
Yes.
Because we spoke about Gusto and James last week, and I did say, like, one of them has to go. You got rid of Gusto. Is it time to get rid of Reece James again? Yes. I think it is. In the midfield, Ryan Cherki, 1 point. Foden, 2 points. 72 minutes played. This is what I mean. Foden, not great. Bruno G, 11 points. Good.
Yeah, my guy Bruno G.
Rice.
Man, I couldn't get rid of him.
Rice, okay, it was against Liverpool. It's okay. Rodgers, 3 points against Palace. Okay, you can live with that. João Pedro, 1 point. 15 minutes played. Yeah, I think you took a stinker with the Chelsea.
Definitely.
Because you transferred him in for last week, didn't you? Because
I got rid of João Pedro for that. I brought in Ollie Watkins.
Okay, and then obviously Erling Haaland triple captained. Do you think it was good play with your chip or not?
50-50, man.
It's 50-50 because
he got a goal this time. Last time I played it, he got nothing.
Yeah, because I obviously a lot of managers still have their triple captain to play. It doesn't mean that it's going to work out for them. However, there are obviously better fixtures to play the triple captain in. Like Burnley, like that. Yeah, which is, but then obviously no guarantee delivers, but the odds on the return are better. Your bench, on the other hand, you had Lacroix, so you could have doubled up. You could have doubled up on the Palace. Again, it was risky, and Matty Cash as well could have been a better option. But again, they were both playing each other, so what you didn't really want to do is put Cash and Lacroix in, or Cash and Guy here, and then it ended 1-1 or whatever. So not too bad. We're going to look at the highest points for the week, which was 118 bench boost. They had Callahan in from Brentford, so obviously 13 points there. Konza 7, Chalobah 3, Timber 6, Lecois 8, Semenyo 6 while still playing for Bournemouth in that game. Foden 2 points, Bruno G 11, Rice 3, Thiago captain over Haaland 24 points. And then on his bench he had Raya, Calvin-Lewin, Gahey and Wilson. So with a bench boost, that is a decent squad. Zach, now I remember last week you made a bold claim. Do you remember what that claim was?
Going back to the top of the league.
Yes. And where are you?
I'm 4 points off of the top.
So you lied to the viewers.
I'm sorry, everybody, but I'm going to put things right. I'm going to put it right. And this weekend, I will be back at the top.
You outscored him, which is obviously good.
I've used bench boost for this weekend.
Oh no, Zach! This is rookie territory.
I'm using any means to get me back at the top. I'm going to stay there.
But after game week 30, they're going to be like double game weeks and blanks and stuff because of FA Cup and stuff.
Yeah.
So on those weeks, you're gonna have to be taking minus points or having like 8 or 9 players playing. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. If that's what you want to do, I think that's crazy. You did outscore Noah, which is obviously meant you closed the gap, but it wasn't enough. You are 80 points ahead of me, which isn't good. But I still got all my chips.
Yeah. I should pick up some points off my bench this weekend as well, definitely.
Yeah. No one actually had a fantastic week. I think everyone's apart from Veggie, who got 68. Everyone was around the 50 marks, so it was an average week for everyone, I think. Coming into transfers for this week, I am in a bit of a pickle. I have 1.25 million. One free transfer. Now, I know I'm going to get rid of Cherki to Rice. That's like given. Is it worth taking a risk on that Man United game? With Michael Carrick now in charge, who knows what's going to happen? Or do I just play it safe, get Declan Rice in, and hope, obviously, Arsenal smash Forest?
Jesus Christ.
And the other real change I'm looking at is the forward line. Obviously, Highland's going to stay. Watermower against Wolves is a fantastic fixture. However, he didn't play in the Carabao Cup. He didn't start in the Carabao Cup against Man City, which is, again, that risk of does he stay on the bench or does he start? Because it's a lot of money. 7.3 million for I would say, world-class striker, because he's very good. But they've also got Wizard, and it's what one starts. If Watermower starts against Wolves, I can see him getting a goal, 2 goals. If he's on the bench, he's only going to get 20 minutes. And that's going to be a 1 point, and then you hope he gets a corner or something against one of the worst defensive teams in the Premier League. So that's where I'm looking at. And the other one is Etatike. I did speak a little bit. He was injured for the last couple of weeks. Didn't play against Arsenal last week. However, did play in the FA Cup this, obviously, the weekend just gone because there was no game week. Which means he's going to be back, but I don't think he's going to start. So I've got to decide on, do I just put him in the squad against Burnley and hope he gets 20 minutes and gets a goal, assist or something. So there are definitely thoughts to be had with this team. I was actually looking at, if I was to get rid of Etatike and Waltimoa, I would look at a midfield. This midfield would be crazy, by the way.
Yeah.
Look, I would swap Cherki to Bruno Fernandes, and I could get rid of Xhaka and either go Palmer or Declan Rice, which means the midfield would be Saka, Rodgers, Bruno Fernandes, Bruno G, and either Palmer or Rice. That would be a crazy 5 midfield.
Yeah, it would.
But we're not going to rush anything.
Well, I've just got rid of Foden.
You've just got rid of him right now.
Yeah, right now it's done.
Okay, so
brought in Szoboszlai
from Liverpool. Okay.
Yeah,
How much is he?
Weekend.
How much is Szoboszlai?
6.6. So that Foden was like 8 something. So I think like 8.2. So I think I've just put some. Now I've got 2. I've got Szoboszlai in, and now I've got no free transfers left. I used my last free transfer just then, and that leaves me with a budget of 2.1 million.
2.1 million. Okay, so who else did you get rid of? So you got rid of
just Foden for Szoboszlai, and it gave me an extra bit of budget as well.
Okay, so you've only just made one change for this week, yeah?
Yeah. I'm going to keep it as that and save the budget for when I get my next free transfer next week.
Okay. So what are you gonna run for this week? A 3-5-2, 4.
3-5-2, yeah.
Same. So what is your lineup gonna be like?
My lineup this week is Raya in goal, and I've stuck with James. I'm gonna give it one last shot because they're at home to Brentford. They got their new manager, and I'm pretty sure he should, because it's Premier League, he should get 90 minutes. I'm gonna see how it goes, but. Then I've got Gabriel and Cash at the back with James. Then in midfield, I've got Cherki, Szoboszlai, Bruno Guimaraes, Rice and Rodgers. And then I've got Haaland and my new signing as well, Watkins.
Okay, decent.
So this week, I've got 2 new players on my team, Szoboszlai and Watkins.
Okay.
And they're both at home as well.
And you're using your bench piece. That's what you're saying.
And Everton, Aston Villa are at home to Everton. Everton have been really bad lately. They've been leaking a lot of goals. So I'm hoping that I think Aston Villa should run that game at home to Everton, I think.
And
3-4 goals. And then, I've got my bench boost on. So then I've got Leclerc and Gahey. They'll pick up points. They're away to Sunderland. They should pick up something. And then Pope, he'll pick up something. Newcastle goalkeeper against Wolves.
Okay.
Barnes probably nothing because he's not really been playing.
Yeah, you don't expect. How much is Barnes?
4.2.
Yeah, I don't think there's you can't really, unless you upgrade him. There's not much you can do because there's no.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's one of those ones.
There's no downgrades. Okay, so my team.
Looking at my team, I'm looking very confident for this weekend. So, the teams that my players are against are quite weak. Especially Man United. No, joking.
Mate, I won't be surprised if at the minute, I'm looking at we're going to get, I don't know. I'm not going to lie, my team is, depending on if I make the transfers or not, it would improve it. But at the minute, it would be Ruffles in goal, Anderson, Mukelele, Timber, Gahey are 4 at the back
Mm.
with a 3-3. Rogers, Saka, Bruno G, Etatike, Watermower, Haaland. Which means obviously Dubravka's benched, but they've got Liverpool anyway.
Wait, who's in your midfield, sorry?
Rogers, Saka, Bruno G.
Nice.
Which means Dubravka against Liverpool is on the bench. Ryan Cherki is on the bench. However, if I do make the transfer to Rice, I would probably drop Mukiele and play 3-4-3.
I think that's a much better option, in my opinion.
Dog, who's on the bench, but he's not going to play against Man City. And Granit Xhaka is also on the bench, but I don't really want to triple up against Palace. So it's not disastrous. But yeah, I think I might just make the change for Rice now. I just can't see.
Sunderland will smash Palace this weekend because Palace exited the cup the other day, so they'll be in a bit of a downer.
Okay, so if I'm going to make the change for Rice, for Cherki to Rice, confirm that. That's my free transfer.
Nice.
Which means I've got 0.6 in the budget. However, obviously, depending on this week, this will be my last week with Watermower if he doesn't start, because I can't have a rotated striker.
No, that's not good. You need something solid.
I think I would probably go down to Thiago, or I'd drop all the way down to Krupi, because now Semenyo's gone. I think Krupi might play 90 minutes now.
Yeah.
I think
100%.
he might slot in as a shadow striker / cam.
He's excellent, bro.
So I think that's what I think is going to happen to them anyway. So Rice has been put in. We'll make the substitute. So I'm going to drop Mukiele to the bench, which means Ruffles in goal, Anderson, Timber, Gahey, Rice, Rogers, Saka, Bruno G, Etatike, Watermower, and Haaland. Haaland as captain. Are you going Haaland as captain, or?
Yeah, of course.
I think you just got to, innit?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that is going to be today's episode, guys. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Anything last word, Zach? Any false promises to be made?
I said earlier, I will correct my wrongs. I will be top of the league this weekend. And,
if you don't go top with your bench boost, you're done, because you've got no more chips, and I can see the fall of grace.
No, it's not going to be happening, no way.
Okay, we'll see you next week, guys. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.